Hello students, myself Mr. Bhagwan Muni. Today we will discuss the chapter alcohol or alkanol of chemistry. And this is the chapter 2. In this chapter, these are the topics that we are going to discuss. Classification of alcohols, nomenclature of alcohols, isomerism, structure and nature of the functional group OH present in alcohol, method of preparation, general physical properties, chemical properties of alcohol, distinction between primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols, and lastly, importance or uses of alcohol. First of all, what is alcohol? Alcohols are the, here if you see here, RH al is alkane. From this, when I remove H and I add OH, I am getting ROH. So ROH is obtained by adding OH and removing H from the alkane. So what you can say, alcohols are the hydroxy derivative of alkane. Here in this ROH, R is the alkyl group, which is Cn has twin position, you can say, and here this OH group is the functional group. Now, how these alcohols can be classified? Depending upon the number of OH groups, how many OH groups are present in the alcohol, the alcohol can be monohydric, dihydric or trihydric. When in the alcohol, we have only one OH group, CH3, CH2, O2C. It is called monohydric alcohol. When we have two OH groups, CH2O, CH2O, it's called dihydric alcohol. When we have three OH groups, 1, 2, 3, CH2OH, CHOH, CH2O, it's called trihydric alcohol. So one OH group, monohydric, two OH groups, dihydric, three OH groups, trihydric. This CH3CH2 called ethyl alcohol or ethanol. CH2O is glycol or ethane 1,2 dione. CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH called glycerol or propane 1,2,3 trione. So this is the IUPAC name, this is the common name. IUPAC name, common name. IUPAC name, common name. So out of these, the monohydric alcohol is the important one. Now whatever things we will discuss in this chapter, that is relevant to monohydric alcohol only. Now how the monohydric alcohols are classified in different types depending upon the nature of the carbon atom. See, monohydric alcohols are of three types: primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. And this classification depends upon the nature of the carbon atom to which the OH group is attached. Here you see CH3, CH2, OH. OH is the functional group attached to this carbon atom, and this carbon is again attached to only one carbon. So this carbon is a primary carbon atom. Because the OH group is attached to the primary carbon atom, so it's the primary alcohol. If you come to here, CH3, CHOH, CH3. You will see the functional group OH is attached to this carbon. Now this carbon attached to this carbon in this side and again this carbon in this side. That means see, this carbon is attached to two other carbons. So it's a secondary carbon. Because the functional group is attached to a secondary carbon atom, so it's a secondary alcohol. Similarly, if you come to here, CH3, COH, CH3, CH3. Here you see the functional group OH is attached to this carbon. Now this carbon attached to again 3 carbon atoms, so 1, 2. So it's a tertiary carbon atom. Because the functional group OH is attached here to a tertiary carbon atom, so it's a tertiary alcohol. So OH group attached to primary carbon, primary alcohol. OH group attached to secondary carbon, secondary alcohol. OH group attached to tertiary alcohol. OH attached to tertiary carbon atom, tertiary alcohol. And this classification of alcohol is most important because the chemical nature of this primary carbon, secondary carbon and tertiary carbon are of different types. That's why we need to specify the alcohols. Accordingly, we will discuss how this primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol behave differently when you go to chemical properties. Okay. Now, how the alcohols can be named. So, next topic, nomenclature of alcohol. Means, how can you name the alcohols? There are two systems of nomenclature, common name system and the IUPAC system of naming. Common system of naming and the IUPAC system of naming. The common system of naming of alcohol simply you can do by alkyl alcohol. If CH3OH will go, CH3OH, CH is the methyl and OH is the alcohol, methyl alcohol. CH3, CH2OH, CH is ethyl. So name is what? Ethyl alcohol. But when we go to higher members, we can use some special prefixes. For example, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. This is your 1, 2, 3, 4 butyl. With normal chain there, it's called N-butyl. So name is what? N-butyl alcohol. Now CH3, CH3, CH2OH. This you see, this is the butyl group, and here this is the iso group. So iso group attached to butyl group, so it's called what? Isobutyl. So name is what? Isobutyl alcohol. Iso is the prefix used for this group. Okay. And because 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are there, it's butyl. So name is isobutyl alcohol. Similarly, CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are there. So butyl group. And this OH group is attached to the secondary carbon. It's a secondary carbon. So secondary butyl alcohol. Similarly, CH3, 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 OH. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons, butyl. But you will see, this OH group is attached to a tertiary carbon. So it's a tertiary butyl alcohol. Okay? So we can use the prefixes of tertiary, secondary, iso, and very name higher member of alcohol in the common system of naming. Now the IUPAC name of alcohols. That is, how can you name the alcohols according to the IUPAC system of naming? The IUPAC name of an alcohol is simply obtained by dropping the terminal E of the alkane and adding OL. So alkane, remove the E, add the OL, you get alcohol. So the IUPAC name of alcohols are alkanol, OL. So OL is the suffix here we are using for the functional group OH. For example, see, if I go for Ca3OH, here we have only one carbon, the divided root is your meth. For the alkane chain, we have the ane, because OH group is there, I am adding OL by dropping the E. So name becomes what? The methanol. Similarly, here Ca3, Ca2OH, the name becomes what? Ethanol, ethanol. If I go for CH3, CHOH, CH3. Here you see, this is the functional group and this is the longest carbon chain. So I have to number from one end, 1, 2, 3. So for 3 carbon, propan, OH is there at the 2 position, the propan 2, 4. Here you see Ca3, CHOH, Ca2, Ca3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Butyl 2, 4. If I go for this one, Ca3, COH, Ca3, C3, this is the longest continuous carbon chain. 1, 2, 3. The 2 number carbon, C3 group attached and OH attached here. So 2 methyl, 1, 2, 3 propan, 2 OH. So any compound belongs to alcohol family, we can name with the help of this IUPAC system. Okay, simply you drop the E, add the OL, you get the IUPAC name, and all other rules of naming you have to follow. Now next is your isomerism in alcohol. You know what is isomerism? Isomerism are when same molecular formula represents 2 or more compounds which differ in their physical and chemical properties, then the different forms are known as the isomers of each other. And the phenomenon is called isomerism. Now the alcohol class of organic compounds are showing the phenomenon of isomerism. That means same molecular formula we can write different structures that may belong to only the alcohol family, may also belong to some other family of organic compounds. So alcohols are showing chain isomerism, position isomerism, function isomerism, and optical isomerism. We will chain isomerism see what? Different nature of carbon chain. You see Ca3, CHOH, C2, C3, butyl 2-OL. This is what? 2-methyl propan 2-OL. This is your C 1, 2, 3, 4 has 3, 4, 6, 9, 1, 10. C4 has 10 O. This also what? C 1, 2, 3, 4 has 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 1, 10. C4 has 10 O. Same formula, 2 different compounds. Butyl 2-OL, 2-methyl propan 2-OL. And remember, the properties of these two compounds are different. Similarly, we come to here, position isomers. So here, the isomers are different with the position of the functional group. C3CHO C3 propan 2-OL. This is what? 1, 2, 3 propan 1-OL. These two are the different compounds having different position of the functional group. Now the functional isomerism, see C3 C2 also. Now C3O C2 has 3, 2, 5, 1, 6. C2 has 6 O. This is also what? C2 has 6 O. This is your alcohol. This is what? Ether. Ethanol and methoxymethyl. So these two are the two different class of organic compounds, they are having different physical properties and also different chemical properties. So alcohols are also showing your functional isomer. The next part of the optical isomer. We know optical isomers are the isomers which are having different rotation toward the plane polarized light. And these things are already discussed in the first step. Here see HCCA3OH2, but here the HO, CHO, C2. So these two are the enantiomers. Okay, and this is the chiral carbon. That means 4 different groups are attached to this carbon atom, and this compound, and this is mirror image. But the behavior of these two compounds are different. So they are called the optical isomers. So alcohols are showing chain isomerism, position isomerism, function, and also optical isomerism. Now next thing we discuss what is the nature of this functional group OH present in alcohol. Let us discuss the structure of functional group OH. So as we have discussed, alcohols are the class of organic compound that contain an OH group. And one thing you remember here, this OH group is attached to this carbon of the alkyl group, and this carbon is the sp3 hybridizing. Can you see? This is a CO sigma 1 and OH sigma 1. Now this carbon atom is what? sp3 hybridizing. So also this oxygen atom is also your sp3 hybridizing. CO bond is the sigma 1 and OH bond is your sigma 1. Here you see the oxygen atom is the higher electronegativity as compared to carbon. So obviously the electron pair will be withdrawn towards the oxygen atom, and also the oxygen atom is the more electronegative as compared to hydrogen. So from both the sides, the oxygen atom is the higher in electronegativity. Hence, this oxygen atom acquires a partial negative charge, whereas this carbon and hydrogen are acquiring the partial positive charges. So both the CO bond and OH bond are polar in nature. One thing we have to see here, the COH bond angle is 108.5 degree, which is less than the normal tetrahedral angle. Well, we know normally tetrahedral bond is what? 109.5 degree. This is what? 108.5 degree. That is slightly less than the regular tetrahedral angle, which is due to the repulsive interaction of this lone pair present in the oxygen atom. And in the chemical nature of the alcohols, this polar nature of this CO bond and the OH bond will play the vital roles. Okay, now let us sum up the today's class. So here are the things we have noted down in today's class. We have seen alcohols are the organic compounds having the functional group OH, and the alcohols are having the general formula for ROH. They have the common name of alkyl alcohol. They have the IUPAC name of alkanol. We have studied, and also we have studied alcohols are mono, di, or can be trihydric. Again, the monohydric alcohols are being classified into primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol, which we have discussed. Also, we have discussed how the alcohols are showing the positional isomerism, chain isomerism, functional isomerism, and also optical isomerism. Also, we have discussed what is the nature of the OH functional group which is present in the alcohol, and we have seen the carbon atom to which the OH group is attached is sp3 hybridizing, and both the CO and OH bonds are polar in nature. And also we have seen the COH bond angle is 108.5 degree, which is slightly less than the regular tetrahedral angle. Okay, so there are things we have discussed. Now let us test ourselves. What we have studied. Let us have an exercise. So this is the assignment based on today's class. Okay. Here I am giving you some namings. Iambic name of the compounds and common name of the compounds. And here you write the functional isomers of this one. Find out the primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols, and also this one. So these questions you solve, and in the next class we will discuss about the methods of preparation of alcohol. Okay, thank you.